So I was sick, and when you're sick, you get some downtime to watch television. And I was like, all right, I'll watch whatever's on daytime TV, which is absolute crap. Either I can watch the hens bucking on The View, fucking one of the 1,000 court shows that's on. Then I see Dr. Phil's on, and fuck it, they got me. Immediately the intro gets me. It's like this mother wants to save her daughter who's pregnant, living with a hillbilly in the middle of the woods in a tent, and occasionally he beats her. I'm like, all right, I'm in. So I get drawn into it, and I've always felt a certain type of way about Dr. Phil. I don't like him. I think he's a fucking blowhard. I can't stand fuckers like him. He's a fake doctor. What's he a doctor of exactly? Where did he go to medical school? I don't understand how he thinks he's like a psychiatrist. He took like an online course or some bullshit. That's how he's a doctor. Fucking fuck you. So, and of course he came from, I was like, whose dick did he suck to get this fucking show? And lo and behold, Oprah's. She's got a big one, I hear. Must have, can I get the show now? Yes. Play with the balls and then I'll say yes. All right. So, he goes, he's got this junkie. Okay, on the stage, Dr. Phil and his big fat head, and the junkie's mom, and the junkie girl who's like 26, 25, and you so obviously fucked up. She's sitting there basically. They like propped her in that chair. I think somebody was behind her holding her up, because if they weren't, she was going to fall right the fuck out of that chair. And she's pregnant, which is really great. So he goes, now, I've only known this girl. I've only known you for a few minutes now. To the girl who's like nodding out. He's like, and I have to say, in my professional opinion, is that you are not operating on all cylinders right now. And the girl proceeds to go, oh, I'm very tired from the heroin. I mean, I'm just sleepy from the flight. Where am I? And Dr. Phil's like, yeah. So in my professional opinion, it looks like to me, you're not sober right now. He got all that, did he? Just by the fact that she's like 26 and fading out like that and pale, and her eyes are practically rolling in the back of her fucking head. Good job. He's a doctor, remember? Fucking Helen Keller could have seen that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, you asshole? So then he goes to the mother's like, now, Mom, is this your daughter right here sitting across from you? And the mom's looking, oh, fucking, of course it's my daughter. What is this, a trick question? And then he could see that the mom did not know what he's talking about. He's like, her speech, the way she's acting right now, she's like, no, that's not how she seems like she's slurring her speech. And it's like, you said there's something wrong. So the girl starts to pipe up, and all of a sudden he wants to pick on this bitch. Like, really pick on her. And I'm sure that's the way you help with junkies. Just, you fucking bitch, fucking, taking on, slapping them in the face and shit like that. No, it's going to be extensive rehab that's going to help them, honestly. So he turns to her, and he's like, you see what you're doing to your mother right now? No, all I see are funky colors, and there's a purple bunny masturbating behind you, but it's funky. So he's just like, no, she's basically like, yeah. And he's like, now, tell me about this boyfriend of yours. We're going to get to him in a minute. And actually, I like the boyfriend because here's why. Not because he whooped her ass or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of that, at all. It can be funny once in a while. No, I'm kidding. No. These people deserve each other. Why are we fucking feeling bad for them? I'm not going to tiptoe around this shit. Fuck them. If she's stupid enough to stay with a guy who's beating her ass, let her take the ass whooping. That's what I say. You're a dumb bitch. Fuck it. That's what he should have said. That end of show. Credits roll. Then he walks out with that ugly fucking wife of his who weighs like 2 pounds. Like, leads her out like a fucking dog on a leash every time out of that studio. Like, look, it's my property. Look, this plastic surgery nightmare is my property. Look. So anyway... He really starts picking on this chick to the point where I was pissed at him. He's going there. He's like, now, you're telling me, why do you think you're here today? And the junkie's like, for help. Oh, I don't want to help you. No, I don't want to help you. Why would I help you? Do you think you're a big get for this show? And I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? She's like, no. She goes, I actually didn't really want to come to the show. He's like, yeah, it took you a while to want to come on my show. Why is that? And the girl, honestly, and she was being like nice for a junkie. And she's like, well, my mom's been calling a bunch of different shows, which right away shows you why she's on drugs. The mom's been calling talk shows her whole life, looking for an angle to get on one. That's why the girl's fucked up. She's like, Mom, Can you please help me? I cut my arm in the kitchen. It's bleeding profusely. Shut the fuck up. I'm on the phone with Oprah. I think you can get us in for, mothers who molest their daughters. Just tell her I licked your pussy. Just tell her that, okay? Hi, do you have an opening? That didn't work. She went to every other talk show. So she basically tells Dr. Phill that you're like, well, I didn't know I don't really watch TV much, so I didn't know if, like, it was going to be a Jerry Springer type thing. He's like, right away, Dr. Phill gets pissed. He's like, does it look like Jerry Springer to you? And she's like, no, I didn't mean to insult you like that. He's like, oh, you didn't insult me. No, you didn't insult me. You insulted everybody here. So now I'm thinking Dr. Phil's catching a whiff of whatever's making her high, and he's starting to get a little... So he proceeds to go, what did he see next? Oh, he's like, now, you thought, it's like Jerry Springer. You think that? Why do you think you're here? Why do you think you're here? I'm not interested in you. You know why you're here? Because you're a rapper. And that's the point where I'm like, I must have been taking too much NyQuil. What did he just say? Did he call a junkie a rapper? A little junkie white girl a rapper? Is it what? And she's sitting there not knowing what the fuck to say. And the audience is quiet. And the mom's even looking at him like, what the fuck is he talking? And he's like, that's right. You're a rapper. You're wrapping up that little baby life inside of you that is important. And that's why I'm doing this. Does it look to you like I need the money? And again, everybody's just sitting there and she's like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't, I didn't know about, what the difference was between your show. He goes, well, that's because you're ignorant. And it was basically like he should have just started slapping her and been like, and you're ugly, and you have flat pancake titties, and your mama don't even love you. That's why she brings you on talk shows to parade your junky ass around. Bitch, bitch, bitch. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? So she's like, well, I don't think I'm ignorant. And she goes, I just didn't know a lot about talk shows. And he's like, that's ignorance. Not knowing about talk shows. That's ignorance. Not knowing about the subject at hand, having a lack of knowledge. That's ignorance. Sitting there with his smug self. I wanted to fucking go out there and stomp his balls. I swear to God, I hate that fuck. So the girl's like, okay, that's not really cool and everything like that. He's like, do you think you're so important to this show? Like fucking just wailing on this junkie verbally. He's like, you think you're a big get? You think you're a big get for the show? I could get plenty of people on the show. I could get Oprah and Gail to eat each other out in this show to increase ratings. I could bring up my wife, that zombie-eyed Botox nightmare sitting right there that I bring out every show, and she pops up with her fucking 2 cents like she's got something to say every minute. I could bring one of my dumb sons out to promote one of their dumb books about how you should live life. Basically, we all in the Dr. Phill McGraw family know better than any of y'all. So take that, bitch. That's what he should have said. So then he brings out the boyfriend. And he's like, and when we get back, we want to talk to your little boyfriend because he insulted my staff. So already I like the boyfriend. I know he's whipped her ass and that sucks and all that, but I already like he's insulted the staff. So then he brings the boyfriend out. Boyfriend's this big fat fucking redneck, of course, so Dr. Phill probably felt like it was his brother. And the guy goes, he's like, now, I'm not a big fan of yours. You know why? You know why? And the guy's like, why? And the guy is like crying at first. He's already like started. He's like, I'm so glad to be here. And then as soon as Dr. Phill gets a little antagonistic, this fucker's not having it. He's like, why? And then all of a sudden, Dr. Phil's like, well, not only did you call Jamal or whatever this black guy's name over here is that works for me a nigger. That's what you called him. You called him that. You know that. You called this afro-headed basketball player over here. You're a racist, sir. You are a racist. And so the guy's like, just like, fuck it, yeah, I did, so what? And he's like, and also, when it came to the airport, our female producer to pick you up, you called her a fat lesbian. Now, I can't even say the word. Well, I can say the word cunt. The worst word you can call a woman. Now if you called her fat or a lesbian, that's fine. But to call her C-word, buddy, not on my stage. Not on my stage. And the guy, was another thing, he actually said not on my stage because at some point the guy swore at Dr. Phill, like said something like, but not at Dr. Phill, said something like, this is bullshit. He's like, hey, where do you think you are? I would have been like, I'm on a shitty talk show with a pompous asshole who really thinks he's a real doctor. Am I wrong? Did I get that wrong? Did I get that right, Dr. Phill? You mad yet? So, basically they all end up going to rehab and all that, but I just couldn't get over what a fucking narcissistic asshole this guy was. Like, honestly, if you're gonna bring somebody on there, you're not that far from Jerry Springer, motherfucker. You're not. You're a cat fight away from Jerry Springer. Fucking, what do you consider a good get, by the way? Talking about all the get, or do you think you're a good get junkie to be on my show? I'll get lots of people on my show. What, like fucking Teen Mom, that whore? Are you kidding me? Those are the big people, Lindsay, you couldn't even get Lindsay Lohan. You got your fucking washed up alcoholic mother. Are you out of your fucking mind? You piece of shit. But he just irritates the fuck out of me. And people treat this guy like he's a fucking expert. I want to see his fucking credentials. I want to know if he's a psychiatrist, if he specializes in criminal psychology, addiction. Where did he go to school? Besides being a fat, stupid, balding redneck, what else is... Oh, he irritates me. I hate that motherfucker. I can't stand him. And I was reminded why I can't stand that dude. I mean, he's sitting there berating the junkie. That's not going to help her. What the fuck are you talking about? She's probably been talked to that way her entire life. I mean, talk to the asshole like that. The one guy, the N-word, and did everything else horrible. Fine, that's all right. But he was just picking on these people. Yes, you are exploiting them. Yes, you do need the money, because I doubt you're as rich as Oprah. I really doubt it. I don't think, until you are like Kardashian rich, Oprah rich, even that whore Paris Hilton rich, then you still kind of need money, because Hollywood's a place where you pay a lot of fucking rent. You probably have several properties. You probably pay higher tax than other people. Don't convince me that you're like a Madonna who's got $1 bajillion in the bank. All right, you started this game 15 years ago, 16, maybe 20 even. And first you were just Oprah's bitch for a while, and now you're your wife's bitch. What the fuck is up with the creepy wife, by the way? He says her sitting there in every show, and I've seen her in clips of other show piping up every fight. I would tell her to sit the fuck down and suck my dick. That's what fuck down. She doesn't have to sit down while she sucks my dick. She could stand up while she's doing it. She could stand upside down. I don't give a fuck. But fucking this whole family, he's raised them to be a bunch of pompous assholes. His fucking sons, they come out with books like, we're going to tell you how to live your life too. You know what? Fucking go into fucking gay porn where you belong. Shut the fuck up. go back to your trailer with your wife beater and beat your wife. And for the fucking bitch wife who opens her mouth every 5 seconds, what is her credentials on anything? Did she go to school for anything other than being a cunt? So yeah, saw Dr. Phil, hated it. If you're a junkie and you're suffering and you want a free rehab program, go somewhere else. Go somewhere. Beg a rehab. Knock on their door. Say, please take me so I don't have to go to this fat, bald asshole's fucking show. Please. That's my cheer for the day.